Hi guys. So I'm really sorry I have not done my makeup tutorial for you yet. I definitely ended up a little more sick than I thought. So I'm going to, instead of doing makeup for you today, I'm actually going to show you how I have been able to make myself feel better naturally instead of taking pharmaceuticals. I know that that's like such a touchy subject for so many people, but I've been on pharmaceuticals like from the day I was born until I was 16. So I know what they can do on your body, like long-term effects when you're on them chronically. So I try everything I can now to prevent myself from having to be on an antibiotic or a steroid. So for the past couple of years, I've been seeing holistic doctors, acupuncturists, and really just trying to educate myself the best that I can because, you know, we do get sick. Like I don't know, for me, it's inevitable. Like it just happens. So for me, instead of every time I get sick feeling like I have to rush to the doctor or to urgent care and get a pharmaceutical, I try to figure out things naturally. And for me, like I'm not going to get too much into my holistic journey, but part of what I'm doing is I'm trying to heal my kidneys and my liver. So it's hard to heal your kidneys and your liver if you're constantly putting pharmaceuticals back on top of them, because in the long run they start to hurt your organs. And I'm trying to bring mine back to life. They haven't had much of a lifespan since I've owned them for 29 years. So I'm trying to do things natural and holistic. So yesterday morning I woke up horrible. Like my husband actually stayed home with me, and he stays home with me. Like I always tease him because I'm like, I feel like I could be dying and you're going to work. But yesterday, like he stayed home with me and actually took me to a doctor because my chest was bothering me really bad. And this whole video might just kind of seem kind of funny with the direction that I end up going, but I did go to the doctor yesterday morning because my chest hurt, and I've always had chest problems. So it's really something that I don't like to play around or like experiment with, I guess. So I let him take me, and it's like, I don't feel like I'm swallowing my pride every time I go to the doctor, because I feel like that's kind of a rude thing to say. Like, doctors are there for a reason. But for me, I want someone to guide me and tell me what I can do in a more natural way to heal myself. And this doctor basically told me that I have just a head and chest cold. He said, I do not have the flu. He said, I do not have the flu. Okay, I want you to hear that. But yet he wants to prescribe me Tamiflu. I'm not taking Tamiflu. I honestly probably wouldn't take it even if I did have the flu. If I'm being completely honest with myself. But the fact that I do not have the flu, I'm not taking Tamiflu. Like I'm not, that's a pharmaceutical I'm not willing to play with. I don't know, and I just felt like he was rude, and you know, it's like, it takes me so much to actually go see a doctor, and then to go and you're just gonna roll your eyes at me and then tell me I don't have the flu, but tell me you want me to take Tamiflu. I'm not doing it. Sorry. So it kind of felt pointless to even go, and I immediately got on the phone with my acupuncturist, and she gave me some advice. So I took her advice, and that's what I've been doing. So all day yesterday, I did exactly what she told me to do, which was basically a few different things. One of them being wrap myself in blankets and a heating pad to sweat everything out, because a lot of heat gets trapped around your joints. So I did that. I alternated between that and taking like extremely hot baths just so I would sweat. And that's pretty much all I've been doing since like 1 o'clock yesterday. I feel like I haven't stopped sweating, and it's pretty gross. but it's getting everything out of me. I have been drinking homemade ginger tea, so I'm actually gonna try to flip the camera around now just so I can show you more of what I'm doing. So this is what I've been doing. These are my probiotics that I take every day anyways. So I've been taking 5 of these. I take 5 in the morning and I take 5 at night to really help boost my immune system. Elderberry. This stuff is amazing. I actually give this to my son every day, and I've been giving this to him every day since August when he started kindergarten, and it has worked so well for him. I think he's only been on a pharmaceutical, I think once this school year, which is an absolute like dream and such an improvement than what we've had when he was in daycare. So this stuff is amazing. So what I've been doing is taking 2 teaspoons 4 times a day. So I took this 4 times a day yesterday. I took quite a bit of vitamin C. I think I took around 2,800 of these, of my vitamin C. And then I am also taking, I'm making homemade ginger tea. So this is something interesting to me that I didn't know before. I had been drinking, you know, in my previous video, I was drinking, there's my homemade ginger tea simmering. And so I was drinking green tea, blueberry tea, and lemongrass tea, and those are all cooling teas. So they're cooling, meaning everything that's in my chest, those are going to pull it down even deeper. Sorry. I was really hoping to get through this without coughing. I know that sounds so gross. So those are all cooling teas, so that's why they weren't necessarily helping me, and what I needed was more of like a hot tea almost to help open up my pores and sweat this stuff out. And that's where ginger tea comes in. Ginger tea is definitely a hot tea, so I let mine simmer. I always buy fresh ginger. It's the best way to go. You're going to get the best nutrients from that and best healing benefits. And I cut up quite a few chunks. I bring it to a boil, and then I just let it simmer for at least 20 minutes so I really get all that flavor in there. This is the honey I'm currently using. It's, what is this? It's Papa's Backyard honey. It's local to me in Florida. I'm almost out. So while I was at the at the holistic store yesterday, I got a more raw and unfiltered organic honey. You can get this at Walmart. You can get it literally anywhere, but I needed more elderberry syrup for myself, so when I'm sick, I go anywhere that I can get as many products as once, so I'm not making so many stops. So that is what I'm doing, and you know, I know a lot of people are all for pharmaceuticals and will tell me you need to be on all of that the doctor said and blah 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 blah, but I've just learned so much in the last couple of years that you know, and it's not that, I'm not saying that the doctor's a bad person, but I'm saying he didn't listen to me. Like, he didn't do a thorough background check on me to even know if Tamiflu was something that I should be on. And to me, Tamiflu is absolutely not something you should be on, especially if you don't have the flu. So I, you know, became my own advocate yesterday and decided to do something else. And, you know, obviously I'm not completely against antibiotics. So I'm not, you know, 100% completely against antibiotics, that's why I went yesterday. Like, that's why I, you know, decided to go to the doctor and see what's up, because sometimes you might just need something, and that's okay. But I'm all for learning how to heal my body naturally, the best that I can, because I know the damage that's been done to my body already, and like, I'm still trying to recover from all of that. So I feel, I don't know, I just, you know, there's so many other ways. And, you know, I felt so strongly when I first started learning about this way of living and way of life, and it took me a while to be open about talking about it, because, you have these people that are either, you know, pro pharmaceutical, only pharmaceutical. Like if you don't take your medicine, like, I don't know, like you're going to hell in a handbasket. And, you know, and then there's people that are all natural and they kind of make you feel the same way if you're pro pharmaceutical. So it's like, I don't want to be either one of those, like, on sides of the fence type of people. Like, I'm not judgy, I'm not mean, and I just know what works for my body and what doesn't, and I'm learning as I go, and I like sharing as I go, because not everybody likes taking pharmaceuticals. Sometimes you just genuinely don't need them. I know even just a few years ago, like I remember being in school when my son was a baby, and I dealt with sinus infections so much. Like I felt like I spent literally a whole paycheck on Mucinex and NyQuil, and it never did anything. So it's kind of like, at what point do you have your breaking point to where you're like, okay, enough is enough. Like maybe I should try something different. Maybe those people that are all natural aren't so crazy after all. I don't know. And that's kind of where I stood. And, you know, there's a lot that goes into it. I have adrenal fatigue and leaky gut and a ton of stuff that don't really benefit from pharmaceuticals. So that is mostly why I try to be as natural as I can for as long as I can. So, you know, I'm not putting down anyone that goes to the doctor every time that they're sick, and I'm not putting down anyone that is against, you know, my way of living and my way of healing and my way of thinking. But I don't know. I feel like we should all just be open-minded and learn to love one another, because there's way too much hate in this world to really be upset with how someone is healing their own body. So that is what I think.
So, since I'm sitting here doing nothing, just resting, I figured I would open my mail from yesterday and show everyone what all I got for free from my job, Lime Life. So, the first thing that's already obviously unwrapped is the best facial cleanser ever. Midnight Oil. It's an oil facial cleanser, and it is amazing. I have had like at least 10 customers hooked on this stuff. It just launched the end of last year, and it is seriously, it's the best stuff ever. Like, it has changed my nighttime regimen for the better. All I use is this cleanser, and then it comes with a serum. I just wasn't out of my serum yet, so I didn't need to order it. So Beauty Guide Perks, we have the opportunity to earn products for free. And since I knew my cleanser was getting low, I do not ever want to be out of that. So then the other stuff that I got for free was, let's see what this is. Perfect Mascara. This stuff is awesome. It's vegan. It is, it has fibers in it. So it's a one-step fiber lengthening mascara. I have had so many customers that have sensitive eyes that are always, you know, so hesitant to try this stuff, but they love it. They try it and they love it. So the reason that they try it is because Lime Life offers a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you're ever hesitant, or, you know, if you order the wrong color in something, or maybe even the wrong skincare product, you have 30 days to return it or exchange it. So this is our black fiber lengthening vegan mascara. It is all Leaping Bunny certified, which is amazing. You can see the cute little bunny there. Such a big deal in the makeup industry. This one is Perfect Eyeliner Pen. This stuff, so I have always loved liquid eyeliner. For me, pencil eyeliners have always, they would always run on me. So I switched to liquid years ago, and I always wore some Maybelline liquid mascara. So this is our pen. It is a, it's a smudge-proof eyeliner pen, and the tip of it is super, super fine point, so you can get the tiniest line, which is what I always do. I love simple, you know, more natural makeup, so this is perfect, but it's also perfect if you love, you know, putting on a wing eyeliner. This makes it so easy to do a wing. This is also, you know, Leaping Bunny certified, and I have accidentally slept in my makeup, and I say accidentally because ever since I've had my regimen from Lime Life, I'm pretty awesome at my skincare regimen and washing my face every night. So not washing your face at night ages you like crazy, just a side note if you didn't know that. So make sure you're washing your makeup off at night. But I did not wipe my makeup off one night, slept in my eyeliner pen, and it was perfect the next day. Like, I purposely didn't even wash it off because I wanted to see just how long it would keep going, and it stayed on for a whole other day. Like, this stuff is amazing. And then this is a eyebrow gel. So these are new to our collection. I believe we launched these in October. They're also Leaping Bunny certified. This is actually just a clear eyebrow gel. So typically if I use an eyebrow gel, I'll use dark. So we have clear, we have light, medium, and dark. And typically I use dark. I have darker eyebrows naturally. But this clear is really good, you know, if you're just having a non-makeup day or just kind of lazy day, but you want your eyebrows to still stay in place. This is the perfect eyebrow gel for that. It does not get hard and clumpy on your eyebrows. Another reason that I'll use a clear is I really love drawing on my eyebrows and kind of filling them in with our pigments and our brow tamer brush. So I'll fill in my brows and then I'll put clear over top just to give it a little extra staying power. So this stuff is really incredible. It also has plant-based fibers inside of it. So if you have one of the colored brow gels, it's really going to attach to the brows that are there and help, you know, fill in any sparse areas. So it's a really great product. So this, I believe all of these together were like $106, and I got them all for free just for working my business like a boss. Hey guys, so I'm going to try this again. Yeah, my camera just completely turned off on me. So it is Saturday evening, which feels super, super weird because I feel like I've wasted an entire day, but I really haven't wasted it because I am sick and I'm supposed to be resting. It's just hard because I am starting to feel better, so it's like I want to do stuff. I want to clean my house. Like, that is the worst thing, is when you're sick and your house needs picked up, but you can't pick it up because you're sick. It drives me crazy. But I have actually, I'm on my 5th cup of tea. I'm getting ready to take my 3rd dose of elderberry syrup and my 2nd round of probiotics. So all in all, I guess it's a good day. My team, I'm checking in with my team right now because it is end of the month. So if you are in sales in general, retail sales, it doesn't have to be direct sales, you know that end of the month sales madness is insane, and it's a lot of fun. It's like a huge adrenaline rush because everyone is pushing so hard to promote, like get their promotions in, get their sales in, and it's just a lot of fun, a lot of collaboration. So it is, it's been eventful. So I've been checking in with them as often as I can, and they're doing so freaking good. Like, we've had 3 people join our team this month just within the past 2 weeks. I've had a coaching call with our CEO, which is amazing. I've been nominated, I guess is the correct wording, for a director's call with the directors of Lime Life plus our CEO, and I'm not director status yet. So that was a really huge like surprise, and that's been a lot of fun this week, or this month. Yeah, it's just been a crazy month, a super exciting month. Not only is my team doing really well as a
you know, as a whole, like this is our best month together this year, but everyone is just doing so good individually. And I swear, like, it has a lot to do with how you interact with your team and how you train your team and how you lead your team and just, you know, vibe with them. And that's something that I'm passionate about, is helping others, especially other women. So that's something that like I thrive on. It's just been a ton of fun this month. And we're getting ready to, I've been in the process too of planning for next month, since that starts Monday. So yeah, I also, super random, but just because I'm like stuck sitting here resting, I started watching this show on Netflix today. It's called Queer Eye, and it is so good. It's these 5 guys that basically just travel, and they find these people somehow that need their help, and they go in and like pamper these people and like help them how to love themselves, and it's just so good. I love stuff like that. I can't believe I've never heard of it before. So if you are wanting something super good and inspiring to watch, then you should go watch Queer Eye on Netflix, because it's really, really good. So yeah, that's basically it. My husband and my son should be home soon. I'm super excited to see them both, but definitely my son, because he's been gone since Thursday? No. When did he? Oh man. My days are all running together. I think he, no, it has been since Thursday. I saw him Thursday morning. That's the last time I saw him. He stayed, and that's when I started getting more sick. It was Thursday evening, and his sitter already had plans to pick him up Thursday after school, and he had asked if he could spend the night. So I said yes, and then she ended up getting him yesterday because she didn't want him to come home and get sick from me, which is fine. And then she took him to his t-ball game today, so it makes me, you know, appreciative that she was able and willing to hang out with him and take him to his game. And I'm sure he's been spoiled rotten, so, but I miss him, and I'm excited for him to come home like any minute, any second. And then tomorrow morning we are going to the beach. I love going to the beach, especially when I feel like all congested, because it's like the best medicine ever. It's just breathing in all of that fresh salt air and all that yumminess. It's just good for the soul. And having your feet like buried in the sand, I swear there's something like so like it's just good for your soul. It's good for your spirit. So I'm excited about that. I won't really be vlogging any of our beach stuff, just because my camera is brand new and I do not want to take it to the beach. I see how sandy my phone gets when I take it, and I am, you know, actually trying to be careful with it. So I'm not taking my camera. I can't do it. So if there's a way, maybe I'll take some, you know, things with my camera and try to transfer it, or on my phone and try to transfer it all and do a vlog that way. But definitely not taking my brand new Canon that I'm obsessed with. So I guess that's pretty much it. It's pretty boring day, pretty boring vlog. I hope you guys have a great day, a great weekend. Be happy, do something to show yourself some self-love, because that is the most important thing ever, is to love yourself. So do something good for yourself, and love on yourself, love on your neighbor, love on your family, and be blessed. Hi, honey. How are you?
Good. I'm feeling better.
I am feeling better. Did you bring home food?